Anyone boys will sit at the back and then somebody come and after move there.
I cannot see with my eyes.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Please rise and turn in the Sidurim to page 65 to 105, we led today by Mr. Benji Meppen. Please rise, page 65.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lasach vivina lachin ben yonu ben laila. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani betzal ma'o. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asani ben Chorin. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam pokei achirim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam mabisha rumim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam matir asurim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam zokef kefufim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam rokach haaretz al hamayim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa li kol tzorki. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamechi mitzadei gaver. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam ozir Yisrael bigvura. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam ocher Yisrael betifara. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hanechi mitzadei gaver. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hanoten le'areth koach.
You may be seated.
Utnenu hayom uvechol yom olchen lechased esamim lilincha nechol orenu v'tigmelenu chasadim tovim. Baruch atah Adonai gomel chasadim tovim le'amo Yisrael.
Page 66.
Ashreinu she'anachnu mashkim u'ma'arivim erev haboker v'omrim pa'amayim v'chol yom Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Kadesh et shimcha u'magdishei shemecha v'kadesh et shimcha be'olamecha v'shashuatcha tarim v'tagbi karnenu. Baruch atah Adonai mekadesh et shimcha ba'rabim. Yehi ratzon imrecha Adonai Eloheinu ve'avohei avotenu she'yibana beit hamikdash bimheira ve'yameinu v'ken chelkeinu toratecha v'sham navdecha bimheira kimei olam v'shlonim kadmoniot.
Kaddish de Rabbanan on page 71. Mourners, kindly please rise. יתגדל ויתקדש מרבה, בעולמה דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי. בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, אמרו אמן, יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולמעולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה. ברכו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעולמה ואמרו אמן. על ישראל ועל רבנן ועל תלמידיון ועל כל תלמידי תלמידיון ועל כל מן דעסקין באורייתא דיביאתרא הדין ודי בכל אתר ואתר ילהון ולכון שלמה רבה חינה וחסדה ורחמין, וחין אריכין ומזון הרוויך, ופורקנה מן קדם אבוהון דבישמיא, ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים טובים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, וברחמיו יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. Page 72.
היום יום go.
Yom
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 Shabbat
Shabbat Kodesh.
Take it. Enjoy it. Don't write, you rush the place. Enjoy it.
Lehagid ki asher Adonai tzuri velo avlatabo.
Page 81.
Mizmor shu Chanukat habayit leDavid. למען יזמך כבוד ולא ידום, אדוני אלוהי לעולם עודך.
Mourners Kaddish on page 82. Mourners, please rise. יתגדל ויתקדש מרבה, בעולמה דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי, בחייכון וביומכון, וחיי דכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב, ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך לעולם ולמעולמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה. בריחו לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, תושבחתה ונחמתה, דמירן בעולמה, ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה, וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. ועושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל, ואמרו אמן. Please rise together. Page 83, we use the blue Shabbat Siddur for פסוקי דזמרה.
Baruch she'amar v'haya olam, Baruch hu, Baruch ozer bereshit, Baruch omer ve'yosef, Baruch ozer b'kayem, Baruch merachem al haaretz, Baruch merachem al habriot, Baruch meshalem sachar tolereya, Baruch hayla advekayam nanetzach, Baruch podeu matzil, Baruch shemo. Melech meshubach umfor adei et shamo hagadol, Baruch atah Adonai melech mehulal batishpachot.
Amen. You may be seated. Page 84. We go page by page. You may be seated.
Ki kol Elohei ha'amim elilim, Adonai shemayim asa. Romemu Adonai Eloheinu, ve'atzvachavo lehad kodsho, Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu. Adonai Oshia Melech Ya'anenu Ve'yom Korenu. Va'ani v'chazdecha v'tachti v'gel libi b'shuatecha asher el Adonai ki gamal alai.
Page 87.
יהיו לרצונים רפי, לגיון ליבי לפניך, אדוני צורי וגואלי. פודה אדוני נפש עבדיו, ולא ישמול כל עושים בו. והנום אדוני אלוהי עלינו, יעשה ידינו כוננה עלינו, יעשה ידינו כוננו. אורך ימים אשביעהו וראהו בישועתי, אורך ימים אשביעהו וראהו בישועתי. בית ישראל ברכו את אדוני, בית אהרון ברכו את אדוני, בית הלוי ברכו את אדוני, יראי אדוני ברכו את אדוני. ברוך אדוני מציון, שוכן ירושלים, הללויה.
Please rise together, page 92 for the great Hallel. Tov.
נותן לחם לכל בשר, כי לעולם חסדו, הודה לאל השמיים, כי לעולם חסדו.
You may be seated, page 93, we go page by page.
יהי חסדך אדוני עלינו, כי אשר הכננו לך.
Please, Moshe.
להגיד כי אשר אדוני צורי ולא עוולת בו. עדותיך נאמנו מאוד, לבדך נהג הקודש אדוני לאורך ימים. אדוני יושיע המלך יעננו ויום קורנו.
Ashrei on page 96.
תהילת אדוני ידבר פי, יתברך כל בשר שם קודשו לעולם ועד, ואנחנו נברך יה מעתה ועד עולם, הללויה. ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהי ציון, לדור ודור, הללויה. לא עשה כן לכל גוי, ומשפטים בעליון דאום, הללויה. Vayarem keren le'amo tehila l'chasidav livnei Yisrael on provo. Hallelujah. La'asot bahem yikturat katuv hadarhu lelchos hasidav. Hallelujah. Kol hanshama tel hallelujah, hallelujah. Kol hanshama tel hallelujah, hallelujah.
Please rise, page 100, the final paragraph.
Uvaru shem kvodo leolam, v'yimalek kvodo et kol haaretz. Amen ve'amen. Umatzata et levavo ne'eman lefanecha. Kemo even b'mayim azim. Vayaminu b'Adonai u'Moshe avdo. Ve'haya Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz, ve'yomahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad. Mishpat kolcha tevarech et shimcha.
You may be seated, page 104.
Baruchi nafshi et Adonai v'chol keravai et shem kodsho. Ha'el betatzumot ozecha ha'gadol v'echvod shemecha. Ha'gadol lenetzach v'nirad v'chnurotecha. Ha'melech ha'yoshev al kisei ram v'nisa.
Thank you, Benjamin. Page 105, middle of the page, the world-renowned Cantor Fox is 2 weeks in a row. Put it on the record.
שוכנה דמרום וקדוש שמו, שוכנה דמרום וקדוש שמו. ישרים ידידללו ודברי צדיקים ידידברך, ובראשון החסידים יתרומם, ובקרב קדושים תתקדש, ובמקלות רבבות עמך בית ישראל, בנות השם לא ירבודוי. לבורך ליעלי ולקנה, יסוד כל דברי שירות ותשבחות, דוד בן ישי, עבדך משיחך, ישתבח שמך לעד מלכנו אל המלכות. תהילה ותפארת קדוש ומלך וברכות והודאות מעתה ועד עולם, ברוך אתה אדוני. אל המלך גדול ותשבחות, אל ההודעות אדון הנפלאות, הבוחר בשירי זמרה, מלך אל חיל עמים. יתגלה וגלה שמרבה. אמן. מיום אני ולכנו תביא המניח מחודי בחייכנו ויומנו וחיי דכל בית ישראל, בגלה ובזמן קריב, וימרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך. לעולם ולעולם ויעלמיה. יתברך וישתבח ויתברך ויתרומם ונעשה. ידבר וידבר שמי דקודשה בריחו. אליי אלוהים כל ברכתה ושירתה. ושבחת בנחמתה.
Amen. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We begin our prayers together. Page 107, we ask everyone to rise. It's the call to worship. Words of Baruch Hu, chanted first by Cantor Fox, and we follow together. Once again, page 107.
את אדוני המבורך, ברוך אדוני המבורך.
לעולם ועד.
ברוך לעולם ועד, ברוך אתה אדוני
חלום יוצר וברי חושך, עושה שלום וברי את הכל. We take our seats and continue each page 107 and following.
כל יודוך והכל ישבחוך. רחם עלינו אדוני זן סוף וכן מגן אישים מסכפתים אין כי אך וזו לא סכמה ודומים ולא כן ככה אפס בלך גואלינו לימוד המקשיח ורדום מלכה מושיענו לתחיית המתים אל אדון על כל המעשים ברוך ומבורך בפי כל הנשמה גודלו וטובו מלא עולם דעת ותבונה סובבים אותו המתגאה על חיות הקודש ונדר בכבוד על המרכבו זכות ומישור לבני חיסו חסד ורחמים לבני כבודו טובים מיורות שברא אלוהינו צרם בדעת בבינה ובזכר כוח וגבורה נתן בהם להיות מושלים בקרב תפל מלאים זיו וביקים נוגה נאה זיווה וכל העולם שמחים בצאתם וששים בבואם עושים ביים הרצון קונם פר וכבוד נותנים לשמו צהלה ורינה לזכר מלכותו קרא לשמש ויזרח אור רוב וידקין צורת הלבנה שבח נותנים אלו כל צבא מרום תפארת וגדול השרופים ויופנים וחיות הקודש אלוהי אשר שבת מכל המעשים יוהי תתברך צורנו מלכנו וגואו עלינו כולם גבוהים וכן מוזים וארצים כהינם כולם יבודרים את ביים בקדושה ותורה בשירה ובזמרה ובברכים ובשבחים ובבוערים ומעריצים ומגדישים ומה מליחים השם ולמלך ונותנים רשות זה לא זה להקדיש ליוצאו בנחת רוח בשפה ברורה ועם הקדושה כולם כחרונים יאמר יהיה וירא קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות מלך כל הארץ גבוהו ויופנים לירקורים ברעש גדול מתנסים ומצורבים למטוב משבחים ויאמרים ברוך יבוא אדוני ממקומו למלך אחד בקיים זמינו המקודש ברטוב וחיים תמיד מעשה ונאיש יקום לבשים אור חדש על ציון תאיר ונזכך ולנו מהרה לאורו ברוך אתה אדוני יוצר המאורות אהבה רבה חמנו גדלו ושכמנו אבינו מלכנו ועברו יסיינו ואוי עינינו בסרסך ודבק לבינו ותסך וקרבתנו לשמך גדול לסלע באמת ולהודות לך ולייחדך ואהבה. ברוך אתה אדוני, הבוקר בימו ישראל, ואהבה.
Amen. We welcome Eli to the Bima as we join together page 112, words of Shema Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. ברוך שם כבוד למלכות. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך.
We continue with the words of Shema Yisrael silently through the middle of page 113.
למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם, אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אדוני אלוהיכם אמת.
לדור ודור קיים, ושמו קיים, וחיסון אחנו מלכותו ואמונתו לעד קיים.
קיים אל ורב חיים וחיימים, נאמנים ונחמדים לאלוהים, אלוהותינו ואלוהינו.
גואלנו גואל אבותינו, יוסרנו צור ישועתנו, פדנו מצילנו מעולם שמך.
אין אלוהים זולתך,
עזרת
עזרת
אבותינו
אבותינו
אתה
אתה
מעולם
מעולם מגן ושוב.
גדול ונורא, שיסירו פודה דבי וזרעי, ונאמר בית שבם אליו, כי לא תלין עליון ברך ומבורך.
משה ובני ישראל לחנו שירה בשמחה רבה, וכולם מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף קירה חדשה שבחו גאולים לשמך שפת הים, יחד כולם הורדו וימליכו ויאמרו אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. We rise together. קומה בעזרת ישראל ובדי חלומך יהודה וישראל גואלנו אדוני צבאות שמו קדוש ישראל גואל ישראל. Amen. We welcome Eli forward once again as we turn now to page 115b. As we recite together the opening prayers of the standing prayer, the Amidah. We will continue through 116 together. Fall silent for a few moments of personal prayer through page 120.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei Avotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor HaNorah חסדים טובים וקונה הכל וזוכר חסדי אבות ומביא גואל לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה מלך עוזר ופוקע ומגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ופוקד שרה מחיה מתים אתה והושיע מחדש רוח ומוריד הגשם מחכה חיים וחסד מחיה מתים ברחמים רבים סומך נופלים ורופא חולים ומתיר אסורים ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך מלך ומיד ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה למען אתה לחיות מתים ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה המתים.
נקדש את שמך בעולם כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום ככתוב על יד נביאך וכרזה לזה ויאמר קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות מלוך כל הארץ כבודו אז בקול רעש גדול אדיר וחזק משמיע בקול מתנשאים לעומת שרפים לעומתם ברוך יאמרו ברוך כבוד אדוני ממקומך מלכי וינדו תופיע ותמלוך עלינו כי אנחנו לך מתי תמלוך בציון בקרוב בימינו לעולם ועד תשכון תתגדל ותתקדש Yerushalayim, 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 Yiricha, Yerushalayim, 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 Yiricha, Ledor vador, Netzach, Netzachim, Ve'yeneinu, Yirera, Malichutecha, Kadavar, Amur, V'shirei, Uzecha, Hal Yedei David, Mashiach Tzidkecha, Yimloch Adonai Leolam, Elohai Zion, Ledor Vador, Hallelujah. Dor Vador, Nagi Godelecho, Nezer Nezang, Yerushot Chonagedish, V'ki V'chach V'deinu Mipino Le'Moshe Lavaed, Ki El Melech Gadol V'Kadosh, Ata Baruch, Ata Adonai, Ha'el, HaKadosh, Yismach Moshe Rabbeinu. Rizkei Adonai Eloheinu v'yamatcha Yisrael. Rasheinu t'va'aleinu. V'dazaniim Adonai. Amazim shelenu rizkinu v'limanach.
As you conclude your personal prayers, you can take your seats. And as your tefillah concludes, we continue Kaddish Shalem, page 138.
Kadav Yarashmer Rabba, Miol Madi Vagrutevi Amelich Malchute, Chayechon, Yomechon of Rayed Rolabed Israel, Vagadav Yemane Kodi Yimeru, Amen, Yehishmei Rabba Mevorach, Leolam Ulol Meolem Vaya, Vilvaria, Vistova Vilboar, Vilomavna Sividar, Vidalash Medikucha. וריחו לעילמים בחד ובשרת ובחד ורחמת אדם ירום יום אבימרו אמן תתגבר צולות כל ובאותו לך ישראל קודם אבוין ושמיה וימרו אמן ישלם הרבה משמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל וימרו אמן ששלום ורב יזיק שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל וימרו אמן.
Yishar Kochecha, Toda Rabba to you, Cantor Fox, for leading us beautifully in the Shachri prayers, to Eli for leading us in Shema and the Amidah, and to Benji Meppin, we're still calling you Benji or Benjamin now, or Ben. Ben Meppen for leading us in the opening prayers as well. Birchot HaShachar, Psukei Zimra. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Valley Beth Shalom. So it's a bit empty in our room, but we are going to warm it up with our presence and our friendship, and we are going to be able to do that by reaching across the aisles and saying hello to new friends and welcome each other. So please, everybody, stand up, turn to the friends nearby, and wish each other Shabbat Shalom. If there's a person that you have not met before, say Shalom. Welcome to Valley Beth Shalom. If there's a person that you haven't seen recently, give them a hug and a kiss. It's nice to see you here. And if you are so courageous to meet somebody that you've never met before, tell them you're the president of the shul. See what happens. Shabbat Shalom. You're the president of the shul. Grooming. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. We're going to have a good day. 11:45. Maybe even with the whole thing. We'll see how things are going. Fantastic. A joy for all of us to celebrate today. So remain standing, as it is our pleasure to call forward members of the Weiser family to join us on the Bima. We call Hanoch Weiser and Arya Avraham for the honor of Ptichat Aaron, the opening of the Ark, and for removing the Sefer Torah, we call Arya Avraham as well. And we call Eli forward with his parents, Shlomi and Leah, and Shlomi will be helping us carry the Torah. We turn now to page 139. The Torah service begins.
Malchutecha, Malchut, Kol Olamim, Umemishaltecha, Bechol Edor Vador, Adonai, Adonai, Marach, Adonai, Yimelach,
Adonai oz le'amo yiten, Adonai yevarech
et amo v'shalom, Avraham heitiva v'tzonecha et Zion, Tivneh Chomot Yerushalayim, Tivneh Chomot Yerushalayim, Tivecho levad badachnu, Melech el Ram v'Nisa, Adon Olamim, Vayhi b'neso Aaron, Vayomer Moshe, Kuma Adonai, Eyahu Oevecha, Veyanusu Emisanecha, Emipanecha, Ki Mitzion, Torah, Vision, Teisei Torah, Udevar Adonai, Yerushalayim, Baruch Shenatan, Torah, Baruch Shenatan, Torah, Le'amo Yisrael, V'yigelu Shalo, V'rich Shmei, Demarei Orema B'rich Yitrach V'yutrach. Be'yana Rachet, Ve'lishmei Kadisha, Kadisha Yakira, Anoimari, Tuvu Yevechai, Beyana rachit, Beyana rachit, Vayishve Kadisha, Kadisha Yakira, Anoimar, Tush Bechawan, Yeirava, Kadamach, the Tiftach, Libi Beoraita, Vitash Libi Misharin, the Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Shema
Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Eloheinu, Gadol Adoneinu, Kadosh Shemo Echad.
Eloheinu, Gadol Adoneinu, Kadosh.
Gadilu Adonai Tiyune Romema Shemo Yachedav Lecha Adonai Hagidora Yagevora Yadiveret Yanetzach Ve'ahor Ki Chol Bashamayim Uvaret Ki Chol Bashamayim Uvaret Lecha Adonai Hamamelacha Ve'amid Nazeh Lechol Rod Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Vishtachavu Ladom Ragelav Kadoshur Romemu Adonai Eloheinu Vishtachavu Le'ar Kodesho Ki Kadosh Adonai Ki Kadosh Adonai Ki Kadosh Adonai Eloheinu Lamenaseach Jeremiah Zemor Ariu Adonai Kol Haaretz Lamenaseach Jeremiah Zemor Ariu Adonai Kol Haaretz Abraham Yerachim Amamusiv ויחון אותנו לבליטת עולמים וימר משאלותינו במידה טובה ישועה ורחמים.
Good morning, everyone. Please take your seats. I'm pretty sure we just have to look at this very cute baby, and that would be all the Torah that we need this morning. How about we save staring at her for a little later as we welcome the family and share her name with our community in a few moments. So please take your seats, pull out the red books, the Chumash. We are reading the last portion of the book of Bereshit, the book of Genesis. It's entitled Vayechi. It will be found on page I'm going to get it. It's a very good page, whichever one it is. There we go. All right, fine, I'm going to 295, thank you. No, 293, there we go, 293. So it'll be found there, but we're actually going to take a little journey through the book because we have this occasion. It's a somewhat bittersweet. The book of Bereshit is so transformative, fundamental. The purpose of the book, Genesis, is not only to study the origins of the universe and the origins of the human being or humanity, but it is also the study of the origins of the Jewish people and the identity of the Jewish soul. And that's a lot. And to sit and study those verses over and over again is something that we could take years to accomplish, even a lifetime. So it's always sad because there is this progression of time. There is so much more yet to be told. When you think about the most significant characters in the Torah, in this book that we read, most of them are contained in this first book. And for the remaining 4 books, the primary character is going to be Moses. And it'll be the story of Moses' life and his redemption of the Israelites in Egypt and their journey toward the Promised Land. And everything that leads up to this moment is a precursor. It's the foundation of that story. It helps us understand who Moses will become and what character he will take on as a leader in order for us to become the Jewish people, become the nation that God intends for us to be. And what I want to do today, just very briefly to introduce the Torah reading, is something that I think we overlook quickly when we look at the entirety of the book. And it's really coming into focus as we conclude the chapters of the text that we're going to read today, which is about the passing, the death of Jacob, the great patriarch, and eventually the passing of his son Joseph. And the end of the book is the family nation of Bnei Yisrael dwelling in the land of Egypt. So the beginning of the book is about the origins of the universe and the origins of humanity, and the end of the book is about this family in a foreign land writing a destiny that we know is quite foreboding, that will be complicated, but will eventually lead them to great wealth and prosperity and purpose. And as you look at this book, you notice that the way that we tell the lives of the characters who have moved this narrative along takes a dramatic shift in the last story. Every person that we tell of, even Abraham, the great patriarch, when we talk about their lives, their story is preserved in a verse or two. The life of Adam was 950 years, and the life of Noah, and the life of Abraham, and the life of Isaac, they were all one verse. And when we get to the life of Jacob, it's an entire portion. It's chapters of culmination. What is taking place? So just to set the stage with me, I want to invite you on the journey of the generations so that we can meet Jacob as I think the Torah intends for us to meet him at this moment. So open up your books and turn to page 30. Turn to page 30. This is the concluding words of the life of the first human being recorded in the Torah, Adam. And it has a genealogical literature to it. This is his line. These are his children. Here's how many years that he lived when such and so forth happened. Adam lived 800 years. After the birth of his son Seth, he begot sons and daughters. All the days that Adam lived came to 930 years. And then in pause, then he died. That's it. Then he died. Let's go to Noah. Turn to page 54. See verse 28. Chapter 9, verse 28. Noah lived after the flood 350 years, and all the days of Noah came to 950 years. And then he died. Turn to the story of Abraham, page 140. On page 140, you still with me? This was the total span of Abraham's life, 175 years. And Abraham breathed his last, dying at a good ripe age, old and contented, and he was gathered to his kin. And there's a little bit of explanation about the children. It's not as terse as the first two characters that move the narrative along. And there's a little bit of an addition. He lived a good life. We have no idea whether Adam lived a good life or whether Noah lived a good life. We can read the stories, we can judge about that, but the text itself is not going to give us the definition. Meet Abraham, and Abraham lived a good life, according to the text. Let's go to Isaac so we can see Isaac as well. At the end of the story, turn to page 215, 215. You'll forgive me for skipping over Sarah. Sarah is also included in her genealogy. And there are also moments of the wives of the patriarchs. It's remarkable, as we take this journey, there is no statement about Rivka's passing in the Torah. And Jacob came to his father Isaac at Mamre at Kiryat Arba, where Abraham and Isaac sojourned. Isaac was 180 years old when he breathed his last and died. He was gathered to his kin in ripe old age, and he was buried by his sons Esau and Jacob. Again, not a whole lot of story. Are you seeing the pattern here? The book begins with a very simple acknowledgement of life and death. Human beings are born, they have purpose, they fulfill their purpose, and at the end of their life, they write the last line, and that's it. Now turn to Jacob. Now turn to our text today, 290. Well, it's 293, but go all the way to page 306 for today. And just to see the volume of what we're talking about, 293 to 306, just in text volume, everything that happens in between is a part of the story. So just read with me. Jacob has been blessing his children. When Jacob finished his instructions, verse 33, to his sons, he drew his feet into the bed, and breathing his last, he was gathered to his people. There'll be more of the story about what happens to Jacob. That's the line about Jacob's life. But as I said, page 293, the beginning of the text that we're going to read today, the verses that follow the entire narrative is focused on what happens next. So maybe the book is trying to reveal for us something quite profound, something terribly important about what it means to be a human being. In the beginning of our story, we have our life, we have our choices and the consequences of their choices, and then we pass. When it comes to Jacob, something remarkable happens. He spends significant time turning to his children, giving them blessings, telling them who they are and who they ought to be and who they might yet be. As you read the verses in the text today, as Eli chants them for us, and we understand the character and nature of who we will be as a people because of the blessings that are being given to us by our patriarch, How we define ourselves is going to be shaped by this development, this evolution of being. I'd like to suggest that it's this call to responsibility. I'd like to suggest that one of the purposes of this book is to help the human being understand responsibility. And when you read the story of Adam and Noah and Abraham and Yitzchak, you understand that their responsibility is temporal. It is limited. And even though Abraham is promised that his children will be a great nation and numerous as the stars in the sky, his actions are for his life. But Jacob changes. Jacob's change is the most pivotal change in the book. Jacob does, as we say, grow a soul. And what growing a soul in this book means is learning to be a responsible, accountable human being. That what it means to be a human being isn't to listen to the will of God and to take your child up on the mountain and offer him up as a sacrifice. That is the command. But to be a responsible human being in the eyes of Jacob is to know when you have a choice, a possibility to choose, you don't run away from the consequences. You face them. Look at the story of Jacob. At first, he's told by his mother to go and deceive his father for the blessing that will ensure that his generation continues with his blessing from God, ensuring the destiny of the Jewish people will fall from Esau and will be connected to Jacob throughout the generations. And when Jacob realizes his deception, his responsibility, he runs away. At the end of the story, Jacob becomes totally responsible. So responsible is Jacob that he has, I would call it audacity. He has the vision. He has care to extend his dreams beyond his life. And what we're reading today, call it a legacy, call it a dream, is fundamentally the practice of being responsible. Jacob learns how to be responsible. And this is the model that we have at the end of our book of Genesis. We, too, are invited to become responsible human beings. And our responsibility is not only taking accountability for our actions, because when we read the book, boy, there's a lot of challenge with our own personal accountability. But the task that we have is, how do we take our responsibility and extend it beyond ourselves? How do we usher our responsibility into a generation anew? How do we ensure that the blessings that have fulfilled our lives are going to be the blessings that attend our children and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren? How are we going to live a life in which we enact the choices and the values that we have inherited from those before us and give them honor by passing them on? This is how the book leaves us. And when it says that Jacob was gathered unto his people, so too may we be fortunate that our choices will also gather us unto our people with a life of responsibility, with the possibility of growing a soul, with the potential of becoming a people with a great destiny, a divine destiny. Let's study a little bit. We'll revisit this maybe a little later. And we'll try to understand, what does it mean for this book to end with such profound, such heartfelt expressions of what our future might yet be. We invite Eli forward. We invite his parents forward for the first Aliyah. We turn to page 293 as the Torah reading begins. Oh, good. Speak. Leah, Shlomi. Leah said no. Yeah. It's our privilege to invite Leah and Shlomi forward and to share a few words of blessings with their son Eli, present him with his talit as he becomes a bar mitzvah this morning.
Eli, I promise I will not do a long speech. I'll try to do it short. So, Eli, our beloved son, we thank God that we earned this day to bring you to mitzvot. This is a very special day for us and for the whole family. You are a special child. You are a born leader, talented and sensitive and loved by everyone. You can be anywhere, and really I mean anywhere, and immediately you will become the center of things. What excited and proud parents, like Mother and I, can wish you, our son? Health, happiness, self-fulfillment, and success in all. Being a firstborn son who come to bar mitzvah age, of course, except of the gifts and the blessing and the party and everything, also it signifies that you have reached maturity. And look, don't afraid that it's not that I'm now sending you to work for your living, yeah? But you always have to remember that you are an example to your little brothers and to the whole family, here and in Israel. You have duties along special rights. The advice that I wish to give you, and I gave you that before, but I will repeat on that you know, everybody, everyone have a little voice in his heart. It's called the conscience. And sometimes it's really hard to find it. You need to search about this little voice, your little voice. And sometimes even you find him, so he tells you to do the opposite of what you want to do. But Eli, if you really hear to your little voice, to your conscience, he will take you, and I promise you, to big heights. And look, life is not only success. Sometimes it will be failures. And we promise you that Mother and I all the time be behind you to support and to hug you all the time. And there is and that I will end, there is a song in Hebrew, I don't know if everybody will understand that, but it said, Uf gozal, chatoch et hashamayim, tus le'an sheba lecha. מזל טוב.
קחי את הטלית, תפתחי אותה, ותתני לו אותה שהוא רואה את הכותרת, את ההתרה. הנה ככה, קח את זה מהאמא שלך, קח את זה. קח את זה. פה למיקרופון. ברוך, תשינה.
ברוך אתה אדוני, אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר קידשנו במצוותיו וציוונו להתעטף בציצית.
נשק פה, שים את זה מסביב. נשארת לך, תהפוך את היד. As the rabbi said, page 293, Parashat Vayechi, in the Chumash, in the Red Book. ויעזור ויגן ויושיע לכל החוסים בו, ונאמר אמן. הכל אבוקות התורה יעמדו, הורי הבר מצווה, שלומי בן חנור ואשתו לאה בת אליהו, ראשונים. ברוך שנתן תורה לעמו ישראל בקדושתו, ואתם הדבקים באדוני אלוהיכם, חיים כולכם היום. קח את הציצית, כאן. פה, נשק פה. לשיר, תן להם לשיר. לא צריך אותה.
צריך אותה, אבל לא צריך אותה.
ביחד,
ברכות אדוני המבורך.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם. תחזור. ברוך אדוני
המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
אמן.
ויחי יעקב בארץ מצרים 17 שנה, ויהי ימי יעקב שני חייו 7 שנים ו40 שנה, ויקרבו ימי ישראל למות, ויקרא לבנו ליוסף, ויאמר לו אם נא מצאתי חן בעיניך, שים נא ידיך תחת ירכי, ועשית עמדי חסד ואמת, אל נא תקברני במצרים, ושכבתי עם אבותי, ונשאתני ממצרים, וקברתני בקברותם. ויאמר אנוכי אעשה כדבריך, ויאמר ישבע לי וישבע לו, וישתחו ישראל על ראש המיטה.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת, בחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
אמן.
יעמדו חנוך בן יצחק, אריה בן אליהו לעלייה השנייה. ביחד, ברכו ביחד.
ברכו את אדוני מבורך.
ברוך אדוני מבורך לעולם ועד.
ברוך אדוני מבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
אמן. ויהי אחרי הדברים האלה, ויאמר ליוסף הנה אביך חולה, ויקח את שני בניו עמו, את מנשה ואת אפרים, ויגד ליעקב ויאמר הנה בנך יוסף בא אליך, ויתחזק ישראל וישב על המיטה. ויאמר יעקב אל יוסף אל שדי נראה אלי בלוז בארץ כנען, ויברך אותי.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת, וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
יעמדו אבנר בן מנחם וליאור בן אריה לעלייה השלישית.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
ברוך אדוני המבורך. תחזור על זה.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
אמן. ויאמר אלי הנני מפרך והרביתיך ונתתיך לקהל עמים, ונתתי את הארץ הזאת לזרעך אחריך אחוזת עולם, ואתה שני בניך הנולדים לך בארץ מצרים, עד בואי אליך מצרימה ליאם, אפרים ומנשה כי ראובן ושמעון יהיו לי, ומולדתך אשר הולדת אחריהם לך יהיו, על שם אחיהם יקראו בנחלתם.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, גם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
יעמוד לו בן אברהם ושרה לעלייה רביעית.
ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
ברוך אדוני
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
אמן. ואני בבואי מפדן מתה עלי רחל בארץ כנען בדרך בעוד כברת ארץ לבוא אפרתה ואגבריה שם בדרך אפרתי בית לחם וירא ישראל את בני יוסף ויאמר מי אלה ויאמר יוסף אל אביו בני הם אשר נתן לי אלוהים בזה ויאמר קחם נא אלי ואעברכם.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וכל עולם נתן בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
The fifth aliyah is on page 296, top of the page. יעמוד שם אליעזר בן משה לעלייה חמישית. ברכו את. ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך הוא. המבורך לעולם. ברוך.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
אמן. אמן. והנה ישראל כבדו מזוקן לא יוכל לראות ויגש אותם אליו וישק להם ויחבק להם ויאמר ישראל אל יוסף ראו פניך לא פיללתי והנה ראותי אלוהים גם את זרעך ויוצא יוסף אותם עם ברכיו וישתחו לאפיו ארצה ויקח יוסף את שניהם את אפרים בימינו משמאל ישראל מנשה בשמאלו ממין ישראל ויגש אליו.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת והחלום
נטע בתוכנו.
ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
To my side. יעמדו חנה בת חי מרדכי וליקה מיכאל יוסף בן אהרון הרש וגולדה לאה ואת מרדכי שלום בן שולם מיכאל ונכה טובה ואת דבורה רייזל בת יצחק וגיטל לעלייה שישית.
ברוך אדוני המבורך.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
אמן. וישלח ישראל את ימינו וישת על ראש אפרים והוא הצעיר ואת שמאלו על ראש מנשה סיכל את ידיו כי מנשה הבכור ויברך את יוסף ויאמר האלוהים אשר התהלכו אבותי לפניו אברהם ויצחק האלוהים הרואה אותי מעודי עד היום הזה המלאך הגואל אותי מכל רע יברך את הנערים ויקרב בהם שמי ושם אבותי אברהם ויצחק וידגו לרוב בקרב הארץ.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה.
Okay, move to my side. Move to... Don't leave so fast. It's very much. Every second of this empire. יעמדו הורי הנולדת דוד יונן בן מיכאל יוסף וחנה ואת אשתו שרה מלכה בת מרדכי שלום ודבורה רייזל לעלייה שביעית חזק חזק. Okay, together. ברכו את
Baruchu et Adonai Hamvorach.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם. Repeat.
Baruch Adonai Hamvorach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar banu mikol hamim v'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
אמן. וירא יוסף כי ישית אביו יד ימינו על ראש אפרים וירא בעיניו ויתמוך יד אביו להסיר אותה מעל ראש אפרים על ראש מנשה ויאמר יוסף אל אביו לא כן אבי כי זה הבכור שים ימינך על ראשו וימאן אביו ויאמר ידעתי וני ידעתי גם הוא יהיה לעם וגם הוא יגדל ואולם אחיו הקטון יגדל ממנו וזרעו יהיה מלוא הגויים.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet v'chayei olam nata betochenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Stay right here, don't move. She won't go. That's a good thing. Put her back to sleep. Stay here. Don't go away. Stay right here. Okay. B'kasha l'shevet. Yeah. No, go. Come close, come close. We'd like to invite all of the family and chavurah and friends of David and Sammy to come to the bima and invite the congregation to rise together as we welcome a new child to our covenant and to our community.
Heavenu shalom aleichem. Heavenu shalom aleichem. Heavenu shalom aleichem. Heavenu shalom, shalom. Shalom Aleichem, Heveinu Shalom Aleichem, Heveinu Shalom Aleichem, Heveinu Shalom Aleichem, Heveinu Shalom, Shalom, Shalom Aleichem.
Come close, come close, come close. I'm old enough to now say that I can see the arrival of children in the arms of those whose bat mitzvahs and bar mitzvahs I once did. And this is a very special... that's it. You go to sleep. The rabbi's talking. You should sleep. It's all right. Oh, no, you want to talk. Okay. Our teacher, Rabbi Schulweiss, once made the beautiful observation that when a new child arrives in the world, we are born again. It's more than we are born again. The world is born again. Because this child will see the world with eyes brand new. Here, hold her. And this child will touch the world with hands that are brand new. And this child brings something completely new to the world. And in her eyes, the world is brand new. And you are born again. You thought you had figured out life. You thought you understood something. And now you know, since the arrival of this child in your life, that you know nothing. And that you understand nothing. And you will see the world in completely new ways. You will spend money differently. You will vote differently. You will drive differently. You will walk the world differently. You will work differently. You won't sleep, that's for sure. And you are born again into new people. And you will suddenly discover depths of compassion and love and commitment that you've never even imagined before. You become new souls as parents. And you are born again. Because you thought you understood what accomplishment looked like. You know, plays on Broadway and television shows and movies and companies. It's nothing compared to being a Zayda, being a Babeh. Having a child of your child in the world who carries your smile. Having a child of a child in the world who shares your conspiracy, who finds funny the things you find funny, who cries at the things that you cry at, and who touches the world with gentle, beautiful new hands and surprises you every single day. And you all thought you understood life as uncles and aunts and chavurah members, but you have no idea, because this is a level of surprise that no one can possibly imagine, to suddenly see the world change in such radical ways. As parents, you're going to have the conceit that you shape this child. It's quite the contrary. She will shape you. As parents, you think that your job is to raise this child. You have to feed her and you have to diaper her and you have to keep her away from mean dogs. But otherwise, basically your job is to get out of the way and give this child all the confidence and strength to touch the world in the way she's meant to touch it, to sing the song that God has planted within her, to dance the dance and utter the poetry that God has placed in her soul, and give her that confidence and courage and strength, and let her be the person that God means her to be. And that is really what it means to be a parent. But of course, you won't understand this till you stand where they stand, with eyes filled with wonder. And then you will understand what it means to watch life come to fruition. At the end of the Torah portion, we will say, Chazak v'nit chazek, have finished the book of Genesis, the first chapters in the story of the covenant of our people. And we will say, Chazak v'nit chazek for you, that you should be strong and continue to be strong and wise and deep and loving, and discover each day the wonderful surprise of being parents. Yishaberach Avotenu Avram Yitzchak v'Yaakov Sarif Rachel v'Leah Hu Yivarech et Harim ve'et bitam hanodeh lahem b'mazal tov v'yikarei shma b'Yisrael Ela Esther bat David Yonatan v'Sara Malka Yiratzon she'yizkor el legadla l'Torah l'chupo l'masim tovim v'nomar Amen. May the source of blessings for our ancestors bless Sammy and David and their newborn daughter, whose name shall be called on the soccer fields of Encino as Elin Esther, and among the generations of the people Israel as Ela Esther bat David Yonasan v'Sara Malka. May these parents, these grandparents, these uncles and aunts and cousins, this chavurah, this circle of friends, raise this child to a life filled with the light of Torah, to a life filled with the warmth and support of family and friendship and marriage and love, and to a life with hands ready to bring wholeness to the world. And together we say, Amen. Amen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shechianu v'kiyamanu v'gianu lazman hazeh. Mazel tov!
Yevarechecha Hashem mitzion ure b'tov Yerushalayim. Yevarechecha Hashem mitzion Kol yemei yemei chayecha Orei levanim levanecha Shalom al Yisrael Orei levanim levanecha Shalom al Yisrael Orei levanim levanecha Shalom al Yisrael Orei levanim levanecha Shalom al Yisrael.
Mazel tov. We continue with Chati Kaddish
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה בעולמה דברה חירותי וימליך מלכותי בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל בגלה ובזמן קריב ויאמרו אמן יש מרע במבורך לעולם ולעולמיה יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה לילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירם בעלמא ויאמרו
אמן.
יעמוד הבחור הבר מצווה אילי בן שלומי ולאה מפטיר חזק חזק.
We turn now to page 310. We welcome Eli forward to chant the final verses of the book of the Torah. As we reach the last verse, we'll ask the congregation to rise, as is our custom in concluding the Torah, and we'll recite the words found on page 311 that the rabbi spoke of, Chazak, Chazak, Benit Chazek. As we conclude the book, may we be strengthened in our journeys forward in study and in growth and in celebration of our tradition. You want to give the Torah now? Okay, great. So before this, we'll ask Eli to share a few words of commentary on the significance and meaning of his Torah portion to him.
Shabbat Shalom. My parasha is the last portion of the book of Bereshit, called Vayechi. In it, we learn about the death of Jacob and that Joseph and his brothers returned to live in Egypt, where there is food and prosperity. Joseph's brothers asked for mercy from him after their dad died because they tried to murder him, and they sold him into slavery so many years ago. Instead of getting angry, Joseph says, "Do not fear, am I a substitute of God for God?" I think one of the main lessons from this part of the story is how Joseph learns to forgive his brothers and how he became a righteous man for it. Not only is this a message about giving people, especially the ones you love, a second chance, but it also teaches us what it takes for us to be able to forgive and to learn more about the power of forgiveness. The power of forgiveness means that people should get a chance to correct the harm they caused. Of course, forgiveness depends on how bad the harm caused really was. For example, there is no place for forgiveness for committing a serious crime like a willful murder of another human being. But if a person can go through a process of learning from his mistake, we can find ways to accept him again. That is why we hear of victims forgiving their perpetrators even when they suffered greatly by the crime committed against them. As a bar mitzvah, learning the power of forgiveness is an important part of becoming a Jewish adult. I know I can be a more forgiving person when I think about the intention someone has when they hurt me. If they can acknowledge their lack of consideration, I can find a way to accept their apology. Being a forgiving person means being able to listen to their attempts to make things right between us. I understand that sometimes letting go of my anger can be a way to find healing between me and the person who hurt me, especially if they did not intend to cause me harm. I think Joseph's question shows us this lesson. When we see that our behaviors are intended for something bigger than ourselves, for a better understanding between us, then forgiving is quite easy. Becoming an adult also means that I need to be more responsible for my own actions, to be more mature, and to make better choices. It also means that I have to think more about others and how my choices affect them too. That is why my mitzvah project is going to be helping my dad plant trees with JNF for Tu B'Shvat. It is important for me because people can't live with their environment not being clean, and JNF continues to make Israel a clean and safe environment for all. Now, I want to thank the people who helped me today and who are always with me. I want to thank my parents for being so helpful and knowing what to say. Toda Rabah to my grandparents who came all the way from Israel to support me on this day. Thanks to my younger brothers who always make me laugh, and thanks to my friends who always know to cheer me up. Thank you to this community for sharing this special day with me and my family. Shabbat Shalom. ברכו את אדוני המבורך.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם. תחזור על זה.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר בחר בנו מכל העמים, ונתן לנו את תורתו. ברוך אתה אדוני נותן התורה. וירא יוסף לאפרים בני שלשים, גם בני מכיר בן מנשה ילדו על ברכי יוסף, ויאמר יוסף אל אחיו, אנוכי מת ואלוהים פקוד יפקוד אתכם והעלה אתכם מן הארץ הזאת אל הארץ אשר נשבע לאברהם, ליצחק וליעקב. וישבע יוסף את בני ישר ישראל לאמור, פקוד יפקוד אלוהים אתכם, והעלתם את עצמותי מזה, וימות. וימות יוסף בן 110 שנים, ויחנתו אותו, ויישם
ברום במצרים, חזק חזק ונתחזק.
חזק חזק ונתחזק. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, אשר נתן לנו תורת אמת וחיי עולם נטע בתוכנו. ברוך אתה אדוני
נותן התורה. אמן. Simen tov u'mazel tov u'mazel tov simen tov.
Simen tov u'mazel tov u'mazel tov simen tov.
Simen tov u'mazel tov u'mazel tov simen tov.
Yeilanu. Simen tov u'mazel tov mazel tov simen tov. Simen tov u'mazel tov mazel tov simen tov. Simen tov u'mazel tov simen tov. Yeilanu. Yeilanu, Yeilanu, Ulecho Yisrael. Yeilanu, Yeilanu, Ulecho Yisrael. Mazel tov.
Mazel tov. Please remain standing as we call forward Lou Rosenberg for the honor of lifting the Torah and presenting it to the community.
Vezot HaTorah
asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael al pi Adonai b'yad Moshe. As the Torah is dressed, you may take your seats. The Haftarah, the prophetic text associated with this morning's Torah reading, is found beginning on page 313, and it will be chanted this morning by Ethan Hoffman.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bachar b'nvi'im tovim ורצה בדבריהם הנאמרים באמת. ברוך אתה אדוני הבוחר בתורה ובמשה עבדו ובישראל עמו ובנביאי האמת והצדק. ויקרבו ימי דוד למות ויצב את שלמה בנו לאמור אנוכי הולך בדרך כל הארץ וחזקת והיית לאיש ושמרת את משמרת אדוני אלוהיך ללכת בדרכיו לשמור חוקותיו מצוותיו ומשפטיו ועדותיו ככתוב בתורת משה למען תשכיל את כל אשר תעשה ואת כל אשר תפנה שם למען יקים אדוני את דברו אשר דיבר עלי לאמור אם ישמרו בניך את דרכם ללכת לפני באמת בכל לבבם ובכל נפשם לאמור לא יכרת לך איש מעל כיסא ישראל וגם אתה ידעת את אשר עשה לי יואב בן צרויה אשר עשה לי שני שרי צבאות ישראל לאבנר בן נר ולעמסה בן יתר ויהרגם וישם דמי מלחמה בשלום וייתן דמי מלחמה בחגרתו אשר במתניו ובנעלו אשר ברגליו ועשית כחוכמתך ולא תרד שיבתו בשלום שאול ולבני ברזילי הגלעדי תעשה חסד והיו באוכלי שולחנך כי כן קרבו עלי בברכי מפני אבישלום אחיך והנה אמך שמעי בן גרה בן הימיני מביא חרים והוא כללה נמרצת ביום לחתי מחניים והוא ירד לקראתי הירדן ואסביה לו באדוני לאמור אם עמיתך בחרב ואתה אתיקה תנקהו כי איש חכם אתה וידעת את אשר תעשה לו והורדת את שיבתו בדם שאול וישכב דוד עם אבותיו ויקבר בעיר דוד והימים אשר מלך דוד על ישראל 40 שנה בחברון מלך 7 שנים ובירושלים מלך 33 שנים Ushlomo yashav al kiseh David aviv v'tikon malchuto me'ad. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam tzur kol haolamim tzadik bechol hadorot ha'el ha'neman ha'omer ve'oseh hamdaber u'mkayem she'akol devarav emet v'tzedek. Neman atahu Adonai Eloheinu v'nemanim dvarecha v'davarecha midvarecha achor lo yashuv rekam ki el melech ne'eman v'rachamav atah baruch atah Adonai ha'el ha'ne'eman bechol devarav. Rachem al Tzion ki hi beit chayenu vela aluvat nefesh toshia bimheira be'amenu baruch atah Adonai mesameach Tzion bevaneha. Samchenu Adonai Eloheinu v'Eliyahu hanavi avdecha u'v'malchut beit David meshichecha bimhera yavo v'yagel libenu al kiso lo yeshev zar v'lo yinchalu od acherim ekvodo ki v'shem checha nishbata lo shelo yichve nero leolam va'ed baruch atah Adonai Magen David. Al Torah ve'al avodah ve'al neviim ve'al yom haShabbat hazeh shenatata lanu Adonai Eloheinu likdusha ve'limnucha lechavod ultifaret. Al hakol Adonai Eloheinu anachnu modim lach umbarechim otach yitbarach shimcha befi kol chai tamid leolam va'ed baruch atah Adonai mekadesh haShabbat.
A little candy. It's good. Yeshar Koach, Ethan Hoffman, for a beautiful reading of the Haftarah this morning, as well to our Torah readers, to Eli and to Yossi for chanting the Torah, and for all who are participated in the Torah service. We extend our gratitude to you.
Okay.
We close our red books. We open up the blue books now and turn to page 151 as we begin the conclusion of the Torah service. And we invite Eli forward once again to recite the prayer of Ashrei.
Ashrei yoshvei beitecha od yalelucha sela.
Ashrei am shekacha lo, ashrei am shadonai Elohav.
Tehila leDavid. ארוממך אלוהי המלך, ועברך שמך לעולם ועד.
בכל יום אברכך, ועללה שמך לעולם ועד.
גדול אדוני ומהולל מאוד, ולגדולתו אין חקר.
דור לדור ישבח מעשיך, וגבורותיך יגידו.
הדר כבוד עודיך, ודברי נפלותיך עשיך.
וזוז נורותיך יאמרו, וגדולתך אספרנה.
זכר רב טובך יביעו, וצדקתך ירננו.
חנן ורחם אדוני, ערך אפיים וגדול חסד.
טוב אדוני לכל, ורחמיו על כל מעשיו.
יודוך אדוני כל מעשיך, וחסידיך יברכוך.
כבוד מלכותך יאמרו, וגבורתך ידברו.
להודיע לבני אדם גבורותיו, וכבוד אדם מלכותו.
מלכותך מלכות כל עולמים, וממשלתך בכל דור ודור.
סומך אדוני לכל הנופלים, וזוקף לכל הכפופים.
עיני כל אליך יסברו, ואתה נותן להם את אוכלם בעיתו.
פותח את ידיך, משביע לכל חי רצון.
צדיק אדוני בכל דרכיו, וחסיד בכל מעשיו.
קרוב אדוני לכל קרב, לכל אשר יקראו באמת.
רצון יראיו יעשה, ואת שבתם ישמע ויושיעם.
שומר אדוני כל אוהביו, וכל הרשעים ישמין.
תהילת אדוני ידבר פי, ויברך כל בשר שם קודשו לעולם ועד.
ואנחנו נברך יה מעתה ועד עולם. Hallelujah. We pause in the midst of our celebration and study this Shabbat and offer prayers of healing to loved ones, members of our community who are ill at this time. Mishaberach avotenu Avraham Yitzhak v'Yaakov imotenu. Sarif kara chavaleyahu yivarech v'yarpeh kol hacholim b'kilatenu hakedosha. You blessed our ancestors at the sea and in the desert. Bless these ill friends. Rivka Rezel bat Shifra, Jacques Asor, Chaim ben Leib, Yaakov ben Margalit, Talia bat Esther, Yaakov Shaul ben Yafa, Chana bat Rachel, Chasida Yaakova bat Miriam, Shpinza bat Ruth, Benish ben Devorah, Shena bat Devorah, Bacha bat Yichin, Avi Doran, Barak ben Me'ona Ansel, Sandy Struman, Moshe Lazer, Ben Siam ben Rivka, Joyce Kishinev, Charlotte Lane, Alan Shallett, Arlene Friedman, Rella bat Sivia, Avitzor ben Ruth, Rivdo ben Zissel, Meirab bat Machin, Rochelle Hendelis, Terry Ellis, Eti bat Fortuna, Meir David ben Toby, Marlene Horowitz, Rebecca Steinberg, Pinchas ben Edel, Scott Howard, Mark Schneider, Alta bat Esther, and Daniela Leah bat Hind. Bless these ill friends through us, your witnesses. Give us the wisdom to impart to them courage and hope. Let them know that they have in our holy community men, women, and children who pray for the skill of the physician, who pray for their recovery of body and spirit. Teach us to remember your words. Out of the void and vastness of the darkness, let there be light. And we say together, Amen and Refuah Shlema. It's our honor to call forward now friends of Eli's to help us open up the Aron HaKodesh, Ashton Torbati, Daniel Dini, Andrew Shirian, Adam Cohen Kabir, Sean Salma Torben, and Ryan Cohen to help us open up the Ark doors and to carry the Torah. We invite Eli and his parents forward to follow along as we turn now to page 153 as the Sefer Torah is replaced. We rise together.
He is Gav Shemo Elevado, Hoedo Aderet, Vikamayi, Vayar Keren Yamo, Teyra Chol, Hasidav, Israel Amekiravo, Hallelujah. Mizmol David, Howell Adonai Beneim, Howell Adonai Kavod, Howell Adonai Kevod, Jimo, Ishtachav Adonai, Ve'adira the Kodesh, Koladonai, Elagavod Dirim, Adonai Ramayim Rabim, Koladonai Bakoach. Kol Adonai ve'adar Kol Adonai shover arazim v'shaber Adonai arze ha'levanon v'yargidem kimo egel Levanon v'shirion kimo v'nereimim Kol Adonai chotzev lavodeish Kol Adonai yachil mirevar Yachil Adonai mirevar gadesh Kol Adonai yecholel hayarod Vayechzom yarod Uvichalok lo merkavod Adonai lamavu yashav vayeshev Adonai melech leolam Adonai oz ve'amo yitein Adonai yevarech et amo v'shalom Yisrael ve'oraita ve'kudishka ve'yecho Adonai Yisrael ve'oraita ve'kudishka ve'yecho Torah ora Torah ora Hallelujah 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 Hallelujah Ovenucho Yoemar Eitz Chayimi Ramazikim Eba Vedo Mecheya Meushar Deracheo Darchei Noam Vechol Netivodea Shalom Ashivenu Adonai Eilecha Benashobai Adeish Adeish Yameinu Adeish Yameinu Kekedem.
Please take your seats for a moment before we begin the Musaf prayers. Tomorrow night, there will be an estimated 2 million people in Times Square in New York. It will be 1 degree or below zero. Now, maybe it's my middle age speaking at this moment, but that sounds like the worst possible thing to be doing at any point in time ever. And yet, there will be 2 million people packed into a 1 mile radius space in the center of Manhattan in New York City to celebrate ultimately 10 seconds. Sure, there will be the excitement, the electricity, the vibrancy of being in the presence of 2 million people. Just to give you a sense of perspective, the inauguration of the 44th President of the United States, Barack Obama, was nearly 1 million people. This is 2 million people, and it happens every year. One of the most historic moments in the history of this country brought together 1 million people, and for a few moments, ultimately 10 seconds, 2 million people are going to gather and revel and listen to music and celebrate. And I don't want to take away from anybody because clearly none of you who are here are going. That's correct, right? Yeah. So you're all here, so it's easy to talk about how crazy this is. What is happening in that moment is simply extraordinary. And it's not just in New York City, it's in London or it's in Sydney, Australia. We watch it on the television, and every time the clock strikes 12 in some place in the world, there's a large people gathered together celebrating. Fireworks are exploding, music is blaring, and people are rejoicing for the countdown of 10 seconds. And we as Jews were in tension with this for a moment, because we say, this is not our new year. We have a new year. That was a few months ago. And so what's being celebrated at this moment is certainly a passage of time of some significance, but we as Jews feel the significant moment of time passing in a different way. That is indeed one of the great challenges that Judaism brings to the world. It's constantly against the common conception of how we appreciate time and our lives. Just a few weeks ago, we celebrated Hanukkah, and the age-old debate between Shammai and Hillel illustrated this as candidly as we can see in any aspect of the tradition. What shall we do when Hanukkah comes? Shall we light all of the 8 candles and diminish one each night, because that is how the miracle happened at the time of the Maccabees as they were restoring the temple? There was only one cruse, enough for 1 day's worth of oil, and so by commemorating that diminishment each and every night, we are able to reenact the miracle. Or do we follow the teaching of Hillel, in which we add one more light each and every night? And we know that this is the way that we practice, because Hillel teaches us that we increase in our holiness and not decrease. So for a few moments tomorrow night, we will count down from 10 to 0. We'll watch balls drop. We'll see fireworks shoot off. We'll turn to the people that we love and we'll give them kisses. But that won't be the Jewish way. For the Jewish way is not to count down so that we may begin again. We're always counting up. There is a tradition that says a Jew should recite 100 blessings every single day. Now that sounds like a daunting task if you think about it from a arithmetic, mathematical perspective. How is it possible to count 100 blessings and to be mindful of 100 utterances which somehow transform your experience, interrupt your lives, and so that you may introduce or welcome the presence of sanctity or the sacred presence of God into your life 100 times throughout the day? How shall you do that? For those who are the most mathematical, they begin to open up the Siddur and say, we pray 3 times a day, and there are certain blessings that we say, and before we know it, that's pretty much 2/3 the way there, and then we say some blessings over the food, and we say some blessings after the meal, and we say some blessings when we wash our hands, and you're at 100. And there are people that follow this religiously. Religiously ensure that each and every day 100 blessings are recited. And I offer one little teaching as we're about to begin the Musaf prayers, because it is kind of an extraordinary insight about how important it is to count up to 100 blessings. When we recite the Musaf prayers and we conclude, we'll find that we're not going to simply reach the 100 blessings that we're able to do during the week, because there are so many additional parts of the prayers that we recite. So there's one additional prayer that we add, which helps us get along the way. It's pretty amazing. It's called the Ein Kelohenu prayer. And I love this, because the Ein Kelohenu, you're going to pay attention to this. And for those who like the mathematical portion of today's teaching, you will appreciate that the Ein Kelohenu is an acrostic for the word Amen. Amen, and if you follow along, it says Baruch Atah. It is a way to accomplish mathematically the 100 blessings that you would have otherwise been able to recite during the week. Follow along as you look on it. It's on page 157. Well, I'm sorry, 182. 182, totally different page. And as you see each and every one of those blessings, as we begin to pray, I hope that you keep this in mind. That as the countdown comes tomorrow night, we're not diminishing the potential for the blessings or waiting for a new year to begin so that we can begin to recite all the blessings that we have the potential to recite. But each and every day, we don't count down, we count up. We don't count down from 100 to 1. We count from 1 up to 100 and beyond. And this, I hope, as this Musaf prayer begins, as this Shabbat concludes, as we turn our clocks forward into a new calendrical year, that we also turn ourselves towards this potential to realize what 100 blessings in our lives might really look like. And maybe it'll be like this Ein Kelohenu prayer. Amen. I believe. The word that we recite when a blessing has been uttered, when a difference has been made, when a change has taken place, when you've stepped out of your reality and recognized the possibility, the potential, the potentiality for a better tomorrow, a brighter tomorrow, a more blessed tomorrow, a kinder tomorrow, a more gentler tomorrow. These are things that each and every day we have the power and the capacity in our own hands to recite 100 times over. We don't need fireworks to remind us of this tremendous gift that is given to us. We have these words, we have this community, we have this tradition, which always reminds us that we go up in sanctity, that we grow in this blessing and not diminish. Let's begin the Musaf prayers to page 155, the words of Chatzi Kaddish. We ask everyone to rise.
Please sing with us Tashiru Itanu, Lai Lai Lai, 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 Hanisham Malach Vehagor Voilach Chusa Chusa Al Amalach Ilai 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 Yidgadash Shemei Rabba Beolmad Yivrach Yerudei V'Yamedir Malchudei B'chayechon U'v'yoemechon U'v'chayei Dechol Beit Yisrael V'agala V'agala U'v'zman Kariv V'yimeru Yehesh Me'Rabal Me'ora Le'ora V'ror Me'yoremaya Yidborach V'yishtavach V'yitpoavar V'yitremavam V'yitnaseh ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה לעילם ינקול ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דם ירון בעולמה וימרו ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו אלוהי אברהם אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב אלוהי שרה אלוהי רבקה אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה האל הגדול הגיבור והנורא גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל וזוכר חסדי אבות ומביא גואל לבני בניהם למען שמו באהבה מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ופוקד שרה אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני וחיי מתים אתה רע ולהושיע משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם מכלכל חיים בחסד זועמך נופלים ורובך עולים ומתיר אסורים ומקיים אמונתו ישנה עפר מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך מלך ממית ומחיי ומזמיח ישועה ונאמן אתה לחיות מתים ברוך אתה אדוני וחיי המתים ים בירי בירי ביי ים בירי בירי ביי ay 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 yam biri biri bay ay 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 yam biri biri bay ay 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 yam biri biri bay yam biri biri bay ay 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 nari yitzchak venagdishicha kesod siach sarfe kodesh ha-magdishim shimcha b'kodesh ככתוב על יד נביאך וקרא זה אל זה ים בירי בירי וואי ים בירי בירי וואי איי 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 ים בירי בירי וואי ים בירי בירי וואי איי 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 כתוב על יד נביאך וקרא זה לזה ואמר קדוש קדוש לי 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 כבודו מלא עולם משרתיו שוערים שוערים זה לזה מקום מקום כבודו מתן ברוך יאמרו לי 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 Lewantam Baruch Yomeru Baruch Kevod Adonai Mimekom Oiven Berachamim Ve'achonam Yachadim El Shemo Erev Avoker V'chol Yom Tamid 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 Pamayim Yava Shema Omer Yem Shema Yisrael Eloheinu Hu Avinu Hu Malkeinu Mosheinu Ve'hu Yashmienu Verachamav Sheinit Le'inei Kol Echai Hu Eloheinu Hu Avinu Hu Malkeinu Mosheinu Ve'hu Yashmienu Verachamav Sheinit Le'inei Kol Echai Liot Lachem Le'Elohim Ani Adonai Elohechem ובדברי קודשך כתוב לאמור אם אלוהיך אדוני לעולם E minor rhythm לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור נגיד גודלך לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור נגיד גודלך ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש קדושתך נקדיש ושבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש לעולם לעולם ועד לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור נגיד גודלך לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור נגיד גודלך כי אל מלך גדול גדול וקדוש גדול וקדוש אתה כי אל מלך גדול גדול וקדוש 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 אתה לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור נגיד גודלך לדור ודור לדור ודור לדור ודור נגיד גודלך כי אל מלך גדול וקדוש אתה ברוך אתה אדוני האל הקדוש תיקנת שבת רצית.
As you conclude your personal prayers, you may take your seats. In a moment, the congregation will continue with Kaddish Shalem, page 181.
גדל וגדל שמי רבה, ועולם עדי ברכיבותי ויעמדיך מלכותי, בחיי חון וביומי חון, ובחיי דכל בית ישראל, בגלה ובזמן קורי וימרו, אמן. יהי שמי רבה מבורך. אמן. תתגבר צלותון ובאותון דכל ישראל קודם אבו אינדי ושמיה ומרו, אמן. שלום הרב משמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ומרו, אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ויאמרו, יאמרו אמן. יעשה שלום, יעשה שלום, שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל יעשה שלום. שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. אין כאלוהינו, אין כאדוננו, אין כמלכנו, אין כמושיענו. אביך אלוהינו, אביך אדוננו, אביך מלכנו. מי כמושיענו, אין כאלוהינו, אין כמלכנו, אין כמושיענו. אלוהינו, אלוהינו לאדוננו, אלוהינו למלכנו, נודה למושיענו. אין כאלוהינו, אין כמלכנו, אין כמושיענו. אלוהינו, ברוך אדוננו, ברוך מלכנו, ברוך מושיענו. אין כאלוהינו, אין כאדוננו, אין כמלכנו, אין כמושיענו. אלוהינו, אתה אדוננו, אתה מלכנו, אתה מושיענו. אין כאלוהינו, אין כאדוננו, אין כמושיענו. אתה שהכתירו אבותינו לפניך את כתורת השמים. כאלוהינו,
אין כאדוננו. We rise together. אין כמושיענו. Page 183, עלינו. עלינו לשבח
לאדון הגוי, לתת גדולה יוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא זמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא יסמך אלוקינו גוהם וגור עלינו. לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב עיקרו בשמיים ממעל.
שכינתו זו בגבי מרומי,
והוא אלוהינו אמת מלכנו וזולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעתו היום ויחשבותה אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים
ממעל
ועל
הארץ
מתחת עינו.
כן נקבל לך אדוני
וריבוסו יקרא בשמך,
לתקן עולם במלכות שדי בכל בני בשר יקרא בשמך,
ככתוב בתורתך אדוני מלוך לעולם ועד ונאמר. על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
It's there. Please take your seats. That deserves a round of applause. Although it was premature conclusion of Aleinu. That's good. They have medication for that. Please take your seats. As we turn to page 184 and reach the conclusion of our service, we pause now and very sadly share several deaths that have occurred in the community this past week. We acknowledge the passing of Lucia Feit, wife of Israel Feit, mother of Aaron and Toby Feit, Murray and Margalit Feit, Harold and Brenda Feit, grandmother of 8 and great-grandmother of 13. Indeed, she was the great matriarch of the Feit family, was extremely active and committed to building this congregation, and it's with her illumination, her brilliance, and her care and compassion that our community is connected and as loving as it can be with the Feit family, and we extend our condolences to them. As well, we note the passing of Richard Dick Orkin, who is the husband of Bunny Orkin, Diane Lance, father of Harris and Kim Orkin, Michael and Blanca Orkin, Lisa Orkin, Lynn and Jeff Fisher, and grandfather of 6. Dick Orkin was actually a very active member of Temple Beth Hillel. He served on the board of directors. He was he would chant the Sefer Yonah because he had a beautiful voice, and he indeed was a stalwart supporter of that community. And Lynn is a teacher in our preschool, and we hope that her family finds comfort in the midst of our community at this time. We also note with great sadness the passing of a longtime member and great teacher in our community, Murray Geller. He's the husband of Rose Geller, the father of Bill Geller and Gigi Geller-Beal, stepfather of Howard and Linda Moss, Ken and Patrice Moss, Ellen and Jeff Brown, and grandfather of 10. In a few moments, we're going to give Eli a few blessings, and among the many, many things that Murray did in our community was that he used to come up and he used to represent the men's club and present the gifts on behalf of men's club to all of the B'nai Mitzvah in the community. And Murray was not necessarily known for brevity, but he was definitely known for his passion and care. And each and every child that came up to become a bar mitzvah was acknowledged, was shown respect, was given a blessing on behalf of the men's club from Murray Geller, in addition to his teaching and his participation in the life of our community, which will be greatly missed. It is truly a blessing to acknowledge his life in the midst of our community. Finally, we also note with sadness the passing of Ann Riven, the wife of Sam Riven, mother of Ira Riven and Goodwin, Sheila and Larry Dreyfus, Marla Riven, grandmother of 4, great-grandmother of 1. And Ann's husband, Sam, was a long-time singer in the Valley Beth Shalom Choir, and Ann was also an active member of our community for many years, and his beautiful voice and their musical contributions will be missed in the midst of our community as well. You'll notice that we have on the backs of our Shabbatonim, these pamphlets, the lists of the names that we lovingly remember this coming week, the 12th through the 18th of Tevet, and we ask anyone who is in a period of mourning to now please rise as we turn to page 184. We're reciting the words of the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayei dechol beit Yisrael, b'agala u'vizman kariv imru amen. Yehe shmei Rabbah mivorach le'olam olmei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yipa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. Vit Adar, Vit Ale, Vit Halal, Shemei Kudsha, Berichu, Leila, Minko, Berchata, Beshirata, Tush Bechata, Benechemata, Da'amiram Be'alma, V'imru, Amen. Yehe Shlama, Rabba, Min Shemaya, V'chaim Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. O Say Shalom B'mamav, Huya Say Shalom, Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael, V'imru, Amen. Hamakom Yenachem Etchem Betoch Shar B'Letzion V'Yerushalayim. May God's presence, may the presence of this loving community bestow upon you, those who are in mourning, loving blessings of comfort and strength. At this time we say Amen. Please take your seats. It's my pleasure to call forward now the incoming president of our congregation, David Spiegel. He's going to welcome us and offer a few words of blessing and greeting himself.
Shabbat Shalom, a secular Happy New Year. And no, we're not expecting 2 million here tonight, or tomorrow night even. First, I want to say a lot of thank yous here, so bear with me. Rabbi Hoffman for leading the service, Cantor Fox for singing so beautifully, Chris Harden, accompanying us on the piano, Yossi Dresner, and we have on the bima, we have Dr. Ron Ryder and Moshe Meppen. Moshe is our secretary of the temple. Greeting you today was David Hoxaday, and I also want to say thank you to Benji Meppen for leading us this morning, and to Ethan Hoffman for doing Haftorah, and of course Eli, congratulations, and to the Pfizer family, congratulations, and for all of you who came from Israel, welcome, and to the Jacobs, congratulations. Known many of you in the family for many years. Your life has just changed, for the better. And grandchildren are the prize for not killing the kids. So, I hope all of you received a Shabbaton when you came in. If not, please get one. It has a lot of activities that are going to be coming up. The first one is today, about 20 minutes after services are over in the Zicklin Youth Center, which is just on the other side of the hall, is the Parsha discussion. So please join us for that. Grab something at the Kiddush, which is, Kiddush is in Malkin, across the way. The College of Jewish Studies will be starting up again on January 10th. For those of you who have not experienced it, this is college-level learning without the tests and without the football teams also. So that's at 7 o'clock, led by Rabbi Feinstein, and he brings in speakers from across the country. We have a Chavurah fair, a meet and greet for those who want to get together as a community. That's going to be Sunday, January 14th at 10 a.m. This is a great opportunity to meet people and to form your own Chavurah. Sisterhood has many activities coming up, and we have a Neshama Minyan retreat Friday and Saturday, January 19th and 20th, which will be at Brandeis, led by Rabbi Nina Feinstein. It's a great opportunity to learn, to bond, and I encourage all of you to come. And with that, Shabbat Shalom.
Eli, come forward. It is my privilege to welcome your parents up on the bima as well. That's good. So come on with us before we conclude. My honor to give you all these gifts that the congregation has prepared with you. You can just take a seat if you like. Just take a seat. Yeah. You have a certificate of bar mitzvah, which has got your name. It's got this really neat little ribbon, which apparently if you put it proudly in your room and your brothers try to come in and take your stuff, that a little bit of light comes out of there and zaps them. So it's got its own, like, special power. So that's why you want to display this proudly in your room. You have a gift from the women of the community, which is a Kiddush cup, in which you hope that you fill this up with the sweetness of life and many joyous celebrations in your life coming in the future. You also have a tzedakah box from the men of this community. We hope that you fill this up with loose change. I know there's this stuff called money, right? It's good, and sometimes people use it to like exchange things for goods, and you may actually have some in your pocket every once in a while, and you don't know what to do with it. So put it in this box, and whenever that is full, you can find a place in the world that needs your help, just like JNF you're doing in honor of your bar mitzvah. You have books from the school of our community. You are a graduate of the Valley Beshalom Day School, so this is a book from our own Rabbi Ed Feinstein in celebration of you becoming a bar mitzvah. This is from the Federations of Los Angeles. It's called Israel Matters, and you also have twinnings with a righteous Gentile woman named Dara Yosevic, who is a very brave woman who put her life in peril to save Jews during the Holocaust, during the Shoah. You also have a year's membership to the youth of our community, the youth department. We hope that you will take your friends. We're all here today to celebrate with you and come. There are lots of fun activities so that you guys can come and enjoy time in the community in the years to come. Okay, so Mazel Tov on all these things. And one last word for you, Eli, based on the things that we shared today. So the first thing is that as you're concluding your book, the book of Genesis, book of Bereshit, and as you concluded that, you spoke about the life of Joseph and the power of being able to accept and understand forgiveness. That really is an important message, especially as we go along in our lives. We realize that we make mistakes, and so finding each other after we're separated is a really, really powerful accomplishment that we can strive towards in our lives. And I want to just share the other part of it, which we also spoke today, which is about being responsible. Because if you read the whole book, you hear all these stories of people who should be responsible, but in those moments they don't quite live up to their expectations. Like Adam is in the garden and he doesn't live up to the expectation of staying away from the tree. Noah is listening to God, but he comes back and he plants a vineyard and he gets drunk and he kind of loses his way. He loses his responsibility. Abraham is trying so hard to be responsible that he'll take his son up onto the mountain and follow the voice of God, even if maybe his conscience was in tension with that. And Isaac and Jacob and all of the characters in the book, and Joseph, all of the characters in the book in some way or another are in tension with what it means to become a responsible person. What makes Jacob's story really, really important, as we shared, is that when he comes to the fullness of his life, it's not about him anymore. It's not about the things that he was responsible for. It's about how can he transmit that responsibility? How can he transmit the very best of what he sees we ought to do in the world to others? That kind of responsibility we call growing a soul. And as you become a bar mitzvah, Eli, that's exactly what we hope is beginning to unfold for you. We're beginning to grow a soul, Eli. And the one thing that you can learn from your Torah and from this book is that whenever responsibility comes, don't run away from it. Don't run away from the responsibility, because that's what these characters have been doing all along the way. In some way or another, it's really hard to stand up and be responsible. And what makes Jacob, our patriarch, such a character that we want to continue to learn from and we lift up is he's precisely a person who ran away from his responsibility and learned how to accept it. So my prayer for you is exactly that. It's just like being able to forgive. Learning to take responsibility for your actions is the most important thing you can do as a young man. You don't do it alone. You do it with your parents. You do it with your little brothers. You do it with your grandparents and your family. You do it with your friends. Mostly want to teach you the right thing to do. You do it with this community, Eli. Take a look. All these people are here today to support you because all of us in our own way are trying to step up and be responsible, because it's really easy to turn and hide. But being responsible is the most courageous thing that we can do as human beings. That's what your book teaches you. That's what your Torah teaches you. That's what I hope you've learned in this journey of becoming a responsible person. And as you are now responsible for those decisions on your own, may the choices that you make always be ones in which we see you as you are meant to be. Not the person who's running away, not the person who's hiding, but the person who is capable, the person that your parents see in you, the person that your friends and your family see in you, the person that this community sees in you. Someone who is willing to share this burden of responsibility. That's what God intended for us. And that's what you as a young Jewish man now have as your burden as well. It's my honor to give you words of blessing for that, because that's not easy stuff. So don't worry, you don't have to do it alone. You do it with us and with God's presence. Yisimcha Elohim ki Ephraim v'chi Menashe. May God make you like Ephraim and Menashe, those guys that we read about today, who took responsibility in their day and gave us the capacity to be responsible in ours. Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha, Yair Adonai panav elecha v'yichuneka, Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom. May God bless you, protect you. May light shine upon you, be gracious and good and loving and whole unto you. May God's blessings always reach you to shalom, to wholeness and peace. And we say together, Amen. Shlomi and Leah and boys, come close as we stand here. We wish you Mazal Tov, and it is a joy to share this moment with you. We thank you for serving our people through the JNF and the community and your family. It has been a privilege to raise this child together, and we hope that we'll get many opportunities to be a part of their lives as well in the years to come. For the family, the mishpacha that traveled from far and near, we're glad that you're here. Vakasha, please stand up. Please rise. Lakum, all the family that have come from Israel and from close by to be here. And for the community, now all of you who are like the Weiser family and want to stand and enjoy, we embrace each other. We rejoice in this young man who has now become a part of our community of responsibility as we recite the blessings of Shechianu together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Shechianu v'kiyamanu v'gianu lazman hazeh. Amen. Mazel tov. Please remain standing as we recite the blessings of Kiddush and Hamotzi. Shabbat Shalom.
V'shamru b'nei Yisrael
את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם, ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. על כן ברך אדוני את יום השבת ויקדשהו, סברי מרנה רבותיי. ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, בורא ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו מלך העולם, המוציא לחם מן הארץ.
אדון עולם אשר מלך בטרם כל יציר נברא, לעת נשא בחפצו כל, אזי מלך שמו נקרא. ואחרי ככלות הגול לבדו ימלוך נורא, והוא היה והוא הווה והוא יהיה בתפארה, והוא אחד ואין שני, להמשיל לו להכבירה, בלי ראשית בלי תכלית, ולא העוז והמשרה. והוא אלי וחי גואלי, צורך בלי ביצרה, והוא ניסי מנת כוסי ביום מקרא, וידו על כדרוכי בעת ישן והעירה, וימרוכי גבייתי אדוני ולא יירא. שבת שלום.